location at St. Louis City Park, a historic night for St. Louis soccer. The first match ever played here in the city of St. Louis in the brand new stadium. And I'm with Chuck. Chuck's a big fan, big SC2 fan, and what is it about soccer in St. Louis, an opening night for this brand new stadium that is so awesome for St. Louis?
Just electric here. St. Louis is such a huge soccer town. So yeah, just being here for opening night, it's historic, it's awesome to be here.
So what made you want to get season tickets, and how did you get season tickets? I mean, I put in for my season tickets, you know, the same day, and I got a call back a couple months later saying they were sold out in like 20 minutes.
It was quite the process, but we were lucky enough to get in. So I got my two brothers here, and yeah, we couldn't be happier to be here.
You know, I know it's much anticipated. What are your thoughts about this beautiful stadium here, and what comes to mind as you walked up under the lights the first time into this place?
Just first-class facility all the way. So everything here is just top-notch, and it's so awesome to have this here in St. Louis.
Hi, I'm with Mike and Heather, and we're first row here in the end zone area at City Park. And you know, Mike and Heather, what do you think, and how did you score these first row tickets?
Unbelievable. Yeah, we had a buddy get them for us, got the lottery through our season tickets. We're actually in section 210, but we got drawn for these for tonight, so pretty excited.
So what are your thoughts about, you know, the first match here in St. Louis? What went through your mind walking up and into this facility?
Yeah, it's just kind of a shell shock, really. I mean, we came here to get the tickets picked out, and we got to see it kind of like in construction a couple months ago, but to see it all come together is unbelievable.
So do you have like a favorite player, or you know, how far along is your knowledge of our St. Louis soccer team?
Yeah, it's getting there. I mean, we followed the expansion draft, but yeah, not a favorite player yet, but we're just kind of excited to see what's going to happen over this year and next.
You know, it's pretty cool because with SC2, there's going to be players that'll be on our SC1 team.
Right.
And so it kind of goes back and forth. It's almost like a feeder league team. And they had great success making it to a championship game this year. And, you know, the city seems like it's it's in a big buzz, a big high right now.
Yeah, it's just kind of electric, especially around this area with everything kind of up and coming. It's kind of brought it back to life, so it's pretty exciting to see.
So what do you think, Heather? You're sitting here first row, and, you know, what are your thoughts? I mean, this guy must be getting some kudos tonight to bring you right here front row, and you got the good...
I'm just here for it all. I'm here for it all.
Tell us about the food. What do you have, and what's the concession stand area look like?
It's awesome. I have the pulled pork from Wally's. It's great.
Für das deutsches Vaterland, danach lasst uns alles streben, Brüderlied mit Herz und Hand.
Hi, where are you from?
St. Louis, Missouri.
All right, so what brings you here to soccer? Are you a new soccer fan? Have you always been a soccer fan? This is kind of a big deal now.
Yeah, I kind of got into it during COVID. There were a lot of games on TV from like England and all over Europe. So I started watching then, and I got really into it. And
then they announced the team was coming. I was super happy about it.
You guys got pretty good tickets too.
Yeah, we came down the stairs and it just opened up and we're like, this is amazing.
What's your name?
Landon.
Landon, so is there a bad seat in the house here?
Absolutely not. This is an outstanding stadium, and I'm a soccer fan from Kansas City, so seeing this compared to Children's Mercy Park, it blew me away when I first saw it.
So when you're parking and walking up to the stadium here today, what did you see on the sidewalks and outside the stadium?
I saw passion. St. Louis has deserved the MLS team since the league first began, and it's awesome to see the passion here in St. Louis.
And joining us now from St. Louis Soccer Sunday, Mr. Tom Swarzie. Tom, this is it, opening day at the new stadium, St. Louis City Park, and you know, it's cold out here, but I don't think anybody is really that cold that's enjoying this atmosphere tonight.
It's a little bit nippy, but it's fantastic. I mean, almost a full house. Great soccer. You can't beat it.
SC2 is playing a very tough European team today from Germany, and it's a team that is more seasoned, but it's a great matchup, and it's a great atmosphere and event to come here to St. Louis and kick things off in the new stadium with an established team like this. It kind of shows you where you're at and where you want to be down the road.
Now, Bayer Leverkusen is one of the top teams in Germany, which is one of the top leagues in the world. So you're playing a real team. I'm sure they're missing a few players, but this is a real team we're playing tonight.
Now, you've been doing the show for, what, 10, 11 years now on KFNS 590 The Fan. And what are your thoughts? Because you've seen it all come together. You know, the groundbreaking, the lobbying before that, and now it's come to fruition. And much anticipated first game here.
Pinch me, will you? Because that's how I feel. If you would have asked me if this would have happened 5 years ago, I would have laughed at you. But then the people from Enterprise stepped up with real money, so we're going to have a real team. And now we got a real European team playing here. We got a direct flight to Germany. Things are looking up for us.
All right, and what are your thoughts when you're walking up here this afternoon, when you see the people on the streets, you see the vendors, you see the traffic, you know, just the whole buzz downtown?
It's what you see anywhere else in the world. Football is the world's game. You know, World Cup kicks off this week, even though it's in Qatar at an odd time. But that's when you get to see how important this is to people all over the world. Now we're part of that community, and we're going to have teams from all over the world come here. It's fantastic.
You know, and the idiosyncrasies around it as well. You know, you see the people singing songs and the chants and so many flags being waved. You hear the German national anthem before the USA national anthem. And, you know, it's kind of like a European world vibe.
It definitely is. This is the world's game. We're just having a small taste of it. You can go anywhere in the world and get this kind of atmosphere for local teams. If we'd go see a game in Leverkusen, you'd see this amped up a little more because, you know, it's been around. But boy, you just can't ask this stadium, you can't ask for more. This stadium's fantastic. The crowd's fantastic. What more could you ask for? I'm pinching myself.
You know, not a bad seat in the house. They got a nice press box here, very accommodating, and it's always fun to be at the inaugural event.
Yeah.
And this is game number 1 in this park.
Unbelievable. The fact that we're here blows my mind. It really does. I did not think it would happen. Thank you. Thank you very much for doing this for us.
Any final thoughts, Tom?
Well, again, this is the first day of the rest of our lives. You know, in a couple months, we're going to have the MLS teams come in here. Probably going to have Mexican leagues come in here. We're going to see a lot of different games. And this is the atmosphere you're going to get because those folks over there in the Luligans section, they're bringing it.
Just the tip of the iceberg. Tom Swarzie, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hey, it may be a little cold out here tonight, but no worries. We've got the steam and we got ice cream. Check it out. Ho ho! There's a steam machine out here at St. Louis City Park. I mean, it's so cold that the ice cream is freezing. ice cream machine area. And you know, it's 25 degrees out, and ice cream sales are actually doing pretty good tonight.
Yeah, it's not too bad, but you know, we're flash churning at negative 321 degrees with the nitrogen, and everybody's freezing, so it's good. Yeah, it all works out well.
So I bet these will be a huge hit, you know, in the spring and summertime when the games are going on.
We can't wait till spring and get really moving in here, but it's been fun to get in and see how everything goes and how it's rolling through, so it's been really good.
You know, it's kind of like a dry run. This is the first game, as we mentioned, all night. The first game here, so going through all the motions and things, this is like your first dry run.
Yeah, pretty much. We're literally setting up our booth about an hour before everything opens, so we, you know, a few POS problems and everything, but everything's back up and running, and it seems like it's gone over pretty well.
So what do you think about the crowds and the vibe and the people walking through here? It's different than going to a Rams game or a Cardinal game or a Blues game. You know, it's a different vibe.
There's definitely a lot more of a party kind of going on kind of thing. We sold a whole lot of Rumpelmann's hot chocolate, let's put it that way. So, yeah. But yeah, the vibe here is really cool. I think it's going to be a big party in the summer. So it'll be a good time.
So any final thoughts, you know, with what's going on here? You got the nitrogen. So what's that all about? We see the smoke going up.
So yeah, we flash churn all our ice cream. So we make it literally right here in front of you. And 2 orders. So that's what all the smoke is the nitrogen going into the dairy base. We freeze that down, and then it's ready to go. Just about 2 minutes to make a whole batch of ice cream.
Tremendous excitement here. And what's your name?
I'm Michael.
Hi, Michael. I tell you what, the first soccer game at the new stadium tonight, nice crowd, and it's just the tip of the iceberg. It seems like, you know, this is kind of like the dry run, but it's a real game. I mean, you got a team from Germany here tonight, and you just see what soccer's all about.
Yeah, we got a top-tier team from the Bundesliga here from Germany to play us. Like, I think, yeah, you're right. It's a dry run, but this is amazing to see. I think, like, the fact that this works, that we sold the stadium out, it's amazing. I'm so happy, so happy. Like, cannot be happier right now. Like, that this is in our city now. Like, this is good for St. Louis. It's beautiful. Like.
So talk about your garb here. It seems like in soccer, everybody's got the scarf going. You know, they got the scarf, they got their own little thing. You know, it's different than a Cardinal game or a Blues game or a Battlehawks game. It's got its own different vibe.
Yeah, I mean, the scarf, it's good for fan support, but on a night like this, when it's 25 degrees out, this thing comes in handy. Like, it's warm, it's warm, it's warm, it's warm. Like,
so what do you think about the fashion statement out here with all the different, you know, the jerseys? It's kind of different. It's not the same jerseys and teams that you're used to seeing. It's kind of like opening up the world to St. Louis, and it's a little bit of a window of what soccer is around the globe.
I mean, there's definitely a culture behind it. I think that everybody out here looks great tonight. Like, you got a lot of scarves, you got a lot of kids going on, right? I think everybody looks great tonight. Like, it's great. Like, we're showing out tonight. Like, yeah,
you know, for SC2 just to hang in this game tonight is kind of a big deal because, like you said, the team from Germany here is they're quite a team.
This is a team that finished, I think, 3rd in the Bundesliga last year. I think they're 12th this year. So, like, for City 2 to, like, hang in this game and, like, have opportunities, I think it's amazing. Like, it's amazing. Like,
it just shows what the potential can be coming up next spring.
Definitely potential. Yep. Yeah.
Right. So what do you predict for the for soccer in the future here in St. Louis?
I think we're going to climb the table. We're going to be good. We're going to be good. I think the guys we signed in the expansion draft last week, like, I think we're going to be good. Like,
you like the ownership group?
I love the ownership group. Like, this is like exactly what St. Louis needed. This is like I said before, a wonderful thing for the city. The city's growing. Like, there's a lot of good things happening right now. You talk about the Foundry, you talk about this going on. Like, this city is on the up right now, and, like, I think people need to realize that. Like, we're no longer a flyover city. Like, we are a city. Like, yeah, so it's good. Like,
what a night for St. Louis soccer fans and sports fans in general. The first game here at St. Louis City Park, St. Louis SC2 hanging in there versus one of the premier teams in Europe from Germany. Wow, the excitement is just unbelievable, as you can see behind me. Hey folks, this is just the tip of the iceberg. St. Louis soccer fans and sports fans in general are going to love this product. Big shout out to Worldwide Technology and Enterprise for making this all happen step by step. Reporting for Inside Sports at STL TV, I'm Todd Blackstock. Experience St. Louis.